The film begins with a parody of 2001, A Space Odyssey, where it is shown, through the voice of the narrator, that the Barbie doll has been around since the dawn of girlhood. Random little girls are seen shattering their typical baby dolls in favor of the Barbie. In the world of Barbie Land, there are multiple Barbies and multiple Kens, as well as Alan and a pregnant doll named Midge. The Kens live dependent on their relationships to their Barbies. The Barbies preside over Barbie Land in a matriarchal system and work high-position jobs, while the Kens spend time as feudal subordinates living in the Barbie's shadow. The main Barbie goes about her day enjoying her life in Barbie Land with her Ken and with her fellow Barbies. Beach Ken has a rivalry with Ken, and they threaten to beach off one another. The Barbies and Kens all have a dance party to celebrate how great life in Barbie Land is, until Barbie suddenly starts questioning her mortality and comments on if anyone thinks about dying, completely killing the vibe. Later on, Barbie suffers an existential crisis and starts to notice strange things going on in her life, including her heels now touching the ground and her perfect skin having cellulite. She is told by the others Barbies to visit Weird Barbie, who has had her hair cut, her face drawn on, and she splits. She explains to Barbie that there might be something going on in the real world with the girl who plays with her, and she must set out to find out what is going on with her and help her. Barbie drives her way out of Barbie Land. On her way to the real world, Barbie finds Beach Ken stowed away in her car. He convinces her to let him join, and the two travel to Los Angeles. When Barbie and Ken make it to the real world, Venice Beach, they get into trouble after Barbie punches a guy who smacks her butt. After they get out of jail, Barbie goes off to try and find her owner. Barbie takes a moment to sit on a bench and see visions of a girl happily playing with her, until the girl ends up becoming less joyful, causing Barbie to shed tears. She then looks to her side and sees an old woman sitting next to her. Barbie tells her she is beautiful, and the woman says she knows. Meanwhile, after Barbie and Ken split off, Ken discovers the patriarchy, feeling accepted for the first time. He excitedly travels back to Barbie Land. Based on her visions, Barbie is directed to a local school. There she finds a middle school girl named Sasha and tries to help her. However, Sasha says she no longer plays with Barbies because they incorporate unrealistic beauty standards, causing Barbie to run off in tears. Meanwhile, the CEO of Mattel, the company that makes Barbies, learns of her presence in the real world, which is overheard by an employee named Gloria, who is also Sasha's mother. He orders her deportation to Barbie Land, sending his men after her. Barbie arrives at Mattel headquarters and ends up in the boardroom of employees. She meets the CEO and his male subordinates. The CEO tries to convince her to go back into a life-sized doll box to fix everything. She nearly agrees before changing her mind and making a run for it. After Gloria picks up Sasha, she finds Barbie, who is being chased by the CEO and his subordinates. Barbie then learns that Gloria is responsible for her current existential crisis due to Sasha being more moody around her lately. Namely, Gloria started playing with Barbie during a midlife crisis, relinquishing her concerns over to Barbie. Barbie guides Gloria and Sasha back to Barbie Land, while the guys from Mattel try to find a way to track her down. When the three arrive in Barbie Land, they find that Ken has brought the patriarchy there, renaming the place Kendom, and has now indoctrinated the other Kens into behaving more obnoxiously and more bro-like, causing the rest of the Barbies to become more subservient to them. This extends to the real world, where Ken's change to Barbie's dream house, a Mojo Dojo Casa house, starts selling well. While Barbie tries to appeal to Ken and get him to change his mind, he refuses because he now feels more valued than he did before going to the real world with her. Barbie becomes depressed and feels she is no longer perfect as she was made to be. Gloria and Sasha take her car and leave her when she tells them to go home. A commercial for Depressed Barbie plays before Weird Barbie comes to get her friend. On their way out of Barbie Land, Gloria and Sasha are startled to find Alan has stowed away with them, since he is already sick of the Kens having taken over. A group of Kens are building a wall, very poorly, to stop anyone from getting in or out of Barbie Land, and Alan begins to fight them all by himself. Sasha then decides they should go back to Barbie Land and help Barbie because Gloria cares about her, and Sasha expresses support for her mother's ideas. Gloria and Sasha return to find Barbie in Weird Barbie's dream house, along with some discontinued Barbies and Kens. Gloria talks to Barbie, who is still depressed, and gives an impassioned speech about the standards women have to deal with in the real world. This helps snap Barbie out of her funk, as some of the other Barbies also come to their senses to save Barbie Land. Barbie, Gloria, Sasha, Weird Barbie, Alan, who is against the Ken's new rule, and other discontinued Barbies and Kens hatch a plan to get the Kens to change their minds. Using Gloria's speech, they free the Barbies of their subjugation before turning the Kens against each other to distract them from changing the Constitution. Each Barbie tries to appeal to their Ken's egos before jumping to other Kens to make them jealous and fight each other, culminating in a dance-off and Ken's heartfelt, "I'm just Ken" ballad. Ken goes to Barbie and admits that he feels he is defined by his relationship to her, as it's Barbie and Ken and not just Ken. Barbie apologizes for making him feel that way, but she also does not want to be known as just his girlfriend in Barbie Land. The Mattel guys arrive in Barbie Land and President Barbie makes a friendly deal with the Mattel CEO before agreeing to equality for the Kens and other discontinued toys. Barbie, still unsure of who she is, meets with the spirit of Ruth Handler, Mattel's co-founder and her creator. Ruth tells Barbie that while humans might have an end, her story does not have to. She encourages her to choose her own destiny and holds her hands. Barbie closes her eyes and envisions other women and mothers before making her choice. Later on, Barbie rejoins Gloria and Sasha in the real world, now going by the name Barbara Handler. Gloria and Sasha drive her to an appointment where Barbie proudly declares she is there to see her gynecologist. That was Barbie the movie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on which movie you would like me to summarize.